Go ahead and look at this. So right off the bat, I just start at the very top. So we got a DR of 5, 821, almost 1,000 referring domains. So what this is showing me instantly is like your DR, even though the DR is not something we pay super close attention to, it's something we make very quick judgments using. So what this tells me, without even looking deeper, is you've got 821 links, the large majority of which are not good. And what I mean by not good is they're just not powerful. They might not be
Yeah,
toxic, they're just not very good links. Or this DR would be quite a bit higher for
yeah.
almost a
Bunch of
thousand referring
directories,
domains.
comments, blog spots, whatever else.
Yeah. So then just looking down a little bit further from that, we come to the organic traffic graph, and you can see, you've got about 200 and, I don't know, maybe about 200 traffic, which is quite low. We're talking about very small amounts of traffic, and you can also see it's down from all-time highs, but those highs were quite a long time ago as well.
And it
We're
took a
talking about
sharp
almost two
dive.
years ago. But also he had never really got to like a huge amount of traffic. It's not super small either, but it's really not much. But he did take a very sharp dive. Like you never want to see something like this, right? And
No,
and you can see
and
he's now rebounding. He's starting to see some keyword and traffic growth, which is good. Did you want to say something, Nick?
well, just that, like, based on what we were talking about before we saw it, it looks like that is what happened, which is, he got very aggressive with it. It dropped the first time, then it was testing again, and then it just came to a hard fall before, kind of getting to where it is today, which is resonating. However, it does look like there's quite a bit of volatility, which,
Yeah.
given the early stage
And
of
Nick,
this
and look
website,
at
that
this,
doesn't look
Nick.
like a great thing.
We're seeing this rebound over here, right?
Hmm.
But then I go and I look at the links that are coming in, and look at that huge
Yeah,
spike of links that he just
yeah,
had come in.
yeah, yeah.
So
Somebody's a little too
so
aggressive,
you went
and then I think
from
there's probably quite a few issues going on. Let's,
you went from
yeah,
200 referring domains to about 1,000 referring domains over the course of like a month or two.
yeah,
So we're seeing this rebound. This he's popping up here at the end, but it also looks like he did some very unnatural link building to get that. And then you can see these keywords starting to drop off. Google's
yeah.
like, hey, this is awesome, lots of links, and then oh, actually that doesn't look good.
Wait, yeah.
So Google basically is noping out of the situation now, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Let's check out their anchors,
I
see
just wanted
what
to
they're
look.
doing.
So
Oh,
he's got
okay.
about 175 URLs indexed um, on Google. I just wanted to take a real quick look at the site.
Product site, Amazon affiliate, it looks like.
Yeah, just looks like a
It
pretty
looks all right.
pretty standard affiliate site. Not really looking too much into stuff, but okay. So, did you want to do the anchors or do you want to look for best first?
Yeah, well, let's start with yeah, okay, sure. Check out the pages. Mm-hmm.
Right, hold up. That's gonna.
It's not where we want to be,
What's
is
the
it?
one I normally use to check this? Top pages.
Yeah.
That's this one. So he's got best in the domain name, but actually the articles don't really have best in them. So I don't think that's really the problem here,
No,
or
maybe
even
not.
part of the problem. I only really seen one article so far. Okay, so let's look at anchor text, sorting anchor text by referring domains to see the most used.
Spammy,
And let's see what these are. Um,
probably Web 2.0s. Oh, they're like directories, huh? Yeah. Yeah, so
So
low
all of these
quality
like
link
dot
profiles with
infos.
like
Yeah.
with the long tail keywords which we see here and there, but
These are
like
actually
is
image links. They're all going to like
oh it's
the
the
image. Well, they're linking to images on his site. So
hmm,
it's probably just spam he got hit with. Unless I don't know if he ordered this himself or oh, I think our stream is something wrong with it. About that, I think it's my internet actually, not Nick's this time.
surprising
Um, all right.
in general
So
while
yeah, he was
looking at
getting
the
a bunch of links
anchors.
from .info sites to JPEGs to his images,
Hmm.
which I'm not. Hopefully, you didn't pay for this stuff. If you did pay for it, stop paying for it.
Yeah.
I
But
probably
either way,
just
even if you're doing stuff like this, you can legitimately get away with doing a good amount of it if you're just choosing natural anchors at the very least, right? Like random, naked, branded, generic. Everything we're seeing here, all of the most used anchors are all long tail keyword variations, being spammed out 20,
and
30
it's only linking
times.
to images on his site.
Yeah, and so it's a form of spam, but regardless, where do we see so branded comes up like, and it's a kind of weird branded.
So his first branded is down here. He's got 18 referring
Yeah,
domains to his branded, and but he doesn't split up the brand name. It's all just like a solid. It's just like the domain name
yeah, and
all put together.
I think that's still coming from the spam stuff, right?
No. So looking at this, it looks like it's more like directories and stuff that I'm seeing here.
Okay, all
Here, we'll
right,
show some more.
which that's okay.
I'm just seeing a bunch of directories. So it looks
Yeah,
like, so if he did not build the spam links, if we just assume those came in on their own, then it's like every branded that we're seeing is only directories.
yep.
Um, so what I'm going to go ahead and guess, and I think he even said something about this before. I think he said he really did like no link building to the site. Let's see what he says. He says, yes, the third site, I didn't really build any links to it.
Okay, all right.
So what it's looking like is he got hit with a bunch of spam, and then the links that he built so far, he didn't really build anything like guest posts or edits or editorial links. It looks like mainly just kind of like
Lower
the
end
stuff that, yeah,
directories,
directories, stuff that kind of
some spammy stuff, but like the where I've seen stuff like this is in the done for you Fiverr style packages where it's like we'll take care of SEO for you every month, and then the backlink quality is typically kind of like this. When I mean, and I'm saying this from when I've used it before, right? Because we're inclined sometimes on private projects to be a bit spammier. Um, but yeah, you kind of have to know how to use it.
yeah, all pretty much all the links, the extreme majority of the links here look like he didn't build them and they were just kind of spam coming into the site.
Hmm.
Um, So yeah, as far as where to go from on a site like this is I would just start linking exclusively to the homepage.
Yeah,
In the beginning, you might even want to do some like lower authority links. Um,
just to break up your anchors at least.
yeah. And then I would just stick with like mid to high authority links only to the homepage, only natural anchors, branded URL generic. And I'd probably do that until, looking at his, back to his traffic graph that we were looking at, keywords and traffic. I'd want it to probably get back up to like pretty much what like the all-time highs were before, like back to like 750 or so.
I would probably even keep going past that,
Yeah, you
like
could.
just he's got a lot of content, looks like pretty quality content on that site. So
Hmm.
I would think, just build up the overall trust back into this asset and you're going to do really well with it over time, right? But don't, you know, as far as what it looks like right now from a backlink perspective, it's over optimized, it's aggressive, it's spammy. And so like, you'd have to expect that this is going to take a little bit of time, but you want to see basically in Ahrefs and in Google Analytics, you want to see that kind of parabolic growth begin to happen where it's like you have 174 articles on here. Once it starts testing, even on page 1 for some of these keywords, that my guess is that, it looks like they're based in good keyword research and that they would equal quite a bit of traffic. So yeah, at least come up to where you used to be before getting too aggressive. But even then, I would maybe suggest doing like 20% once you decide to get aggressive, inner pages and more aggressive anchor texts, but still like always to the home page.
What we're talking about is we want this traffic graph. We want the traffic graph to just kind of go like this. We don't want it to go just straight up and then start getting more aggressive with inner page links. We want to see like a nice grind, right? Like where it's adding some girth, some stability, some just it's got a nice thick base to it rather than just popping up like this. This does not look stable, right? It looks like something you could just tip over. Mm-hmm. You want it to have like the nice
but granted, if it does go straight up and down like initially, that's not necessarily a sign that it's going to come crashing down either. I get sites pretty often, if you're doing really good quality backlinking, when the trust flow happens and you've done excellent keyword research where there's not a lot of competition, you will sometimes see that mega spike, right? But expect volatility later on once things start to even out too.
Yeah, I'm just saying, before you get too much more aggressive with inner pages, just give it some time to have some nice, steady quality growth over time, and add some girth. And then like Nick was saying, and then you slowly start getting more aggressive. You slowly start doing inner page links with some exact match anchors. So like Nick was saying, only start doing like 20% of your monthly links, 20% you can start doing the inner pages. And of those 20%, not all of them will be exact match anchors. Maybe only a couple of them are. You slowly ease into hitting these exact match anchors on your inner pages. You want to see this nice steady growth and then ease into it rather than then letting it pop up and then you go, oh, it's time, and then you just start like it's not time. Then if you start getting too aggressive too quick without it really getting this nice foundation, it's very possible you'll start seeing a graph that looks like this. Mm-hmm. Which we talk about quite a bit in our group. So if you're not in our group, be sure to get in there, because I've been showing a lot of examples with these where we advise people, homepage, you just do the homepage natural anchors, and they see it pop up again and they go, we just need exact match anchors on the inner pages, and then it just they stay in this cycle.
But you don't. I think it's especially hard if you haven't gotten to that school of thought in SEO, right? Where staying more natural is more beneficial to the overall goal set of the money site. When you start kind of micromanaging and getting too aggressive, you're showing Google that you're trying to manipulate the system. And that's based on treasure troves of data based on their crawlers going out and getting these, tidbits of information that are added up algorithmically. So just give them what they want to see, which is a more natural, slow progression, and you're going to kind of just weasel your way in there. Weasel.
Like a weasel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so hopefully that helps. Homepage is your friend. Just keep going to the homepage for now until you see that nice steady growth. And then you can get a little weaselly. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.